King of the Jews by Leslie Epstein. This book is read by Edward Lewis. Chapter 1. The Golden Age. In the winter of 1918 to 1919, on a day when the wind was blowing, I.C. Trumpelman arrived in our town. He was wearing a brown overcoat and a brown hat and had a large suitcase in either hand. The overcoat was a cheap one woven from horsehair. "Mister," he said in Polish to the first person he saw on the platform, "find me a hotel." For such a large man his voice was high, with a trace of the lisp that Jews have in Vilna. Even at that time his hair was grey, almost white, and hung far over his collar. His eyes peered through the same pair of American spectacles, round lenses in black metal frames, that he was to wear 20 and 25 years later. The eyes themselves were also round, like a boy's, and were, for a Litvak's, remarkably blue. Our main station, like many others built in the 1880s, was designed by the Italian Donati. It is to this day still standing, with turrets of red brick, with stone buttresses, with slanted windows through which you can see clouds and birds, and the lemon-colored lozenge of the Polish sun. The man on the platform, the one Trumpelman spoke to, led him through the station arches and out into the winter light. Although he was not a railway porter and not even a member of the working class, this Pole carried both of the Jews' valises. The newcomer, now standing on the steps of the Donati station, put his hand on his hat and stared through the central square. There were carts there, and wagons, and several automobiles. Toward the east, over the rooftops, steam from the dye works steadily rose. Women passed with their bundles. Boys chased each other in the open air. Then the Pole pointed to where, on the far side of the Rumkowski monument, a flag was flying over the Hotel Europa. Trumpelman, with his teeth protruding a little, smiled. Then he picked up his bags and walked down the steps into the square. The tails of his coat, as if angry at something, lashed round his legs. The Hotel Europa, still intact also, though now the site of a state ministry, is even larger than the main station. It was generally thought to be the equal of the Britannia in Warsaw, and finer than the Sopot Casino Hotel in Gottenhof-Lanz. The pastry shop on the ground floor had an international reputation. It made butter tarts with crumb crusts that were toasted, and those traveling east-west, Paris-Moscow, or north-south, Danzig-Budapest, would buy them in between trains. In this hotel, in a corner room with a wash-stand, Isaiah C. Trumpelman stayed for 3 nights and 3 days. It seems he spent this time walking in wider and wider circles so as to cover the entire town. Thus, the first day he stayed near the central square.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?